Okay, so today is March 11, 2020. Um, I have always battling with weight, you know, overweight, obesity, but I'll in the past I have lost a lot of weight, and then also I have also gained a lot of weight. So last year, you know how sometimes you just let yourself go, not because you don't care, but I started my counseling and ABA service, and dealing with people and other things. It has been a great blessing, but it's hard. When God blesses you, it's also hard to maintain and keep it. So therefore, the workout that I used to do, the motivation that I used to have, were no longer there. So, and I kept gaining weight. So I'm gonna start today documenting what I'm doing to lose weight, and it's hard also out there as a black female to own your business. You have your own people that's around you. Sometimes will pull you down, and you have to find yourself to pull back. Sometimes they don't understand your vision. They don't understand what you want to do, what you want to go, and that's okay. That is okay. Just like when God gave Joseph the vision of what he will become. Even his own family didn't understand and stuff like that. So it's unacceptable. I mean, it is acceptable. I mean, and very understandable. That people, you know, don't see your vision as you see it, but you just have to keep the faith and hopes in God. So what I'm started doing today is, and I'm also Haitian, so I'm gonna be doing both this in English and Creole. Okay, so right now I'm gonna start every morning. I need to be consistent, so therefore, every morning I'm gonna record for at least 30 days my journey, not just weight loss, but everything else. So we can't preach what we don't do or practice. So therefore, okay, so this morning I started, whereas technically I'm gonna start with I wake up and I also work full time too, because when you just start a business, you can't just leave your full time job. You have a family, you got bills, you got a lot of things to do. So therefore, you have to still do it. And I'm blessed that I'm able to still have my full time job, and then in the afternoon, jungle my business, and hopefully I can leave corporate America for good and not be a slave to corporate America, because people nowadays, employers, a lot, not all of them, but I would say 95% of employers now, they don't give a crap about you. Okay, they don't. It's reality. We gotta face it. I remember my first job in high school at Boston Market, and how the motivation, I remember my supervisor, Derek, I'll never forget Derek. The motivation, being a young person, and how I started with, the tables, and then how he was like, you know what, I think you have potential, that I'm gonna train you to, to be a cashier, and all those things, But nowadays, employers is like they're in the competition with you. They don't see your potential to uplift you and say, look, I will, I want to push you. I want to get you under my wings to mentor you. So that way, if I ever leave this position, or if I ever get sick, or if something ever happens, I know that I have someone, that can fill my shoes. But nowadays, if you tell them you're going to school, let's say if you have a master and you say, I'm going to school, you tell your boss, I'm going to school for my doctoral or to get a certification in their field, they think you're going to take over their position, and they'll do anything to bring you down. All right, so I just wanted to bring that up too. Anyhow, So I'm gonna start. Today's my day one. I'm gonna start with. I started with just lukewarm. I did it extra, so that's what I'm gonna be drinking right now. Like, well, not right now. I'm gonna let it stir up. You can see the So I'm gonna start with that before anything else. And I went to work out too. And I thank God, and I'm getting my energy back. All right, God is amazing. You're gonna hear me mention God a lot because I love Jesus. Okay, I love Jesus, and nobody gonna take that away from me, because that's my experience. I have had my experience with God, and I know He's real in my life. So I don't anything that I'm doing. He's the center. He's in the middle. He's in my left. He's in my right. He's everywhere around me. He surrounds me. So therefore, anything I'm doing, I acknowledge God. All right. So, and then now for work, because I'm gonna do 30 days, whereas I'm staying away from meat, and I'm just going natural. Okay. Back in the day, I was reading, the Old Testament, and how back in the days God used to give the people, His people, Israelite, okay, the Jews, what to eat. So He was like their nutritionist. Okay, so then I have 4 of those, and I did them, and thanks to a wonderful lady, who God has put in my life to mentor me and show me, like, she's very strict. She doesn't eat. She's strictly, I won't even call it vegan. Like, she doesn't eat meat. She doesn't eat. She's very